Yo, R&B night to remember, baby. Verzuz is back and it's a full-on slow jam summit. Tank versus Tyrese, Thursday, March 26th at 8:30 p.m. ET on Apple Music. I'm Maya MJ Johnson, your resident R&B nerd, choir kid turned podcast host, and I am hyped. Just imagine, maybe I deserve meet sweet lady. Oh,
Brandon B. Cole Coleman in the building. LA DJ vibes, late night curations, and I've already got a fantasy set list brewing. This one's going to be the kind of verses where people sing every hook like they forgot they knew the lyrics. You ready, Maya?
born ready. Listen, quick tease before we break it down. This is more than nostalgia. Tank and Tyrese are two of the most powerful voices in our music. Two catalogs full of ballads, steppers, and those exact moments that make you call somebody or call your mom at midnight. If you love real vocal runs and emotional storytelling, you can't miss this.
Right. And for the listeners, mark your calendars. Thursday, March 26th at 8:30 p.m. ET. Apple Music, open the app, get comfy, bring the wine, the candles, whatever your R&B ritual is, and be ready to comment live. This is a live event, people. Real-time energy.
Okay, why this versus matters. Brandon, help me out. Why is Tank versus Tyrese different from like any other legendary battle?
Because Verzuz is the platform that turned catalog appreciation into a sport, right? But this matchup, it's a vocal and songwriting duel. Tank's known as the R&B general. Deep runs, heavy melisma, production chops. Tyrese is the hit maker and the heartthrob, melodies that stick and stories you feel. Put them together and you're not just getting hits, you're getting a live clinic in why R&B still matters. It's legacy and it's alive.
Yes, and also we're in the middle of this R&B resurgence. New artists are sampling, playlists are full of remixes, and the people who grew up on late 90s and 2000s slow jams are the ones turning up the volume again. So this isn't a museum exhibit. It's a reminder that those catalogs are still breathing, still performing, still hidden. And man, the live raw vocals, that's what Verzuz does best.
Exactly. It's also about the storytelling, the careers. Both guys have been consistent. Not the flashiest pop stars, but steady, impactful catalog builders. That matters in Verzuz because the rounds are emotional tests. Can he pull through with that late round knockout? That's the juice.
All right, Tank fans, stand up. Quick bio, breakout as a solo artist with those early 2000s slow jams, a reputation for vocal acrobatics and heartfelt ballads, and he's also a behind-the-scenes writer and producer for other artists. He's earned the nickname the R&B General for a reason.
Listeners, picture this. Tank steps up and you know you're gonna get the big runs. He might open with a heartbreak anthem, follow with a mid-show heater like a club stepper, and then finish with a slow, emotional knockout. His catalog has those anthemic lines that are perfect for sing-alongs, and he's not afraid to hit the whistle notes.
Right. Songs that could show up, big ballads, fan favorites, and those deep cuts only the ride or dies know. Tank's strength is the intensity, the way he takes a lyric and stretches it out until it lands like a punch. Expect live vocal runs, maybe an acoustic surprise, and definitely a moment where he makes the crowd or the screen fall quiet because he's about to do something special. He's tactical. He'll stack rounds to build momentum.
And don't sleep on his songwriting credits and production background. He understands structure and mood. He knows how to pace a set. So Tank could use that to engineer a late-round comeback. Strategic, baby.
Tyrese, the hit maker and heartthrob. You know his origin story. Bus commercial kid turned R&B star, then movie star. He's always had that crossover charisma and those timeless hooks that make people sing along without thinking. Sweet lady, come on.
That's the one. Tyrese's songs are radio staples. They're the records people slow danced to in high school, then played at weddings later. His strength is emotional storytelling. He hits you right in the chest with a line and you're there. Plus, his performance energy is big. He can command a track and an audience.
So on Verzuz, expect big sing-alongs. Tyrese might lean into the classics early to win the crowd, then drop a surprise ballad that reminds people why he's still relevant. He's got the charisma to make even quieter tracks feel enormous. And because of his film and public persona, he brings a different kind of stage presence, the whole package.
Also, Tyrese has a way of turning vulnerability into singable hooks. That's dangerous in a setup like this. People will be shouting lines at their screens.
All right, fantasy rounds. This is my favorite. Brandon, let's dream up some matchups. Round 1, ballads. I'm picturing Tank with something like Maybe I Deserve energy versus Tyrese hitting How You Gon' Act Like That. Both of those will have the chat in flames.
Ooh, ballad round. Tank brings the runs, Tyrese brings the hook, crowd wins. Round 2. Breakup/heartache. Tank could stack those guttural, I can't breathe moments. Tyrese might counter with something more cinematic, a storytelling breakup anthem that everyone knows the words to. This round could be tight.
Round 3, grown and sexy stepper. Think slow club vibes. Tank can slide into that sensual arranged groove. Tyrese will probably match with his more rhythmic singable steppers. Picture couples on the couch, dim lights, and both catalogs playing simultaneously in your head.
I'm calling a surprise round where both drop a duet or a collaboration memory. Maybe Tank pulls out an unexpected feature or an unreleased moment. Those surprises are Verzuz gold.
Listeners, start dropping your fantasy lineups. Tag us, tag Apple Music, drop your rounds on Twitter, IG, X. We want to know who wins round 3, who gets the late round knockout. Build your playlist, rehearse the ad-libs, and warm up those vocal cords.
Short tip, make a watch party playlist ahead of time. Stack each artist's likely contenders so you can sing along while you wait. And warn your neighbors if you got pipes.
How to watch and join the R&B party. Repeat after me. Thursday, March 26, 8:30 p.m. ET. Apple Music, that's your instruction. Open the Apple Music app on your phone, tablet, or desktop. Go to the Verzuz event link at Showtime. It's that simple.
And pro moves? Get your friends on a group call or cast to your TV, cue up a pregame playlist, make some appetizers, and put your comment game face on. This is a live conversation. Jump into the live chat, drop those hot takes, post clips, make it an event.
Also, if you're new to Verzuz, here's the vibe. It's celebratory, it's competitive, but it's mostly a love letter to the music. Expect vocal improv, audience singbacks, and those unpredictable moments that become memes. We'll be watching too. We'll live react on our socials, so tag us. We want the good takes and the hot takes.
Quick practical. Apple Music app, Apple Music on desktop, or the Apple Music link at Showtime. If you don't have an account, check the app for the live broadcast options. Apple's been flexible in past drops, but honestly, just get in there early and secure your spot.
All right, final push. I just want to say, this is one of those Verzuz nights where you'll feel your whole music history. Whether you stand Tank's runs or Tyrese's hooks, This is about celebrating R&B's heartbeat. Two artists who helped define our late-night playlist? Come on!
Yeah, it's nostalgia, but it's also proof that these artists are still vital. They don't just have songs, they have moments that soundtracked big chunks of our lives. That's why you show up.
So, get hyped, get loud, get emotional. Thursday, March 26th at 8:30 p.m. ET, Apple Music. Watch live, post your reactions, build those fantasy rounds, and make it a night. We'll be right there screaming at our phones.
I'll be the guy yelling at the screen when someone hits a note I thought only my cousin could do. Bring the tissues, bring the speakers, and
Bring the receipts. All right, last thing, we're dropping a special Verzuz preview episode the day before with a deeper dive into possible track orders and listener shoutouts. So follow the pod, send your fantasy set list, and we'll read some live.
one-word closing, must-see. Two-word closing, R&B history. Three-word closing, Tank versus Tyrese.
We'll see you there. This is MJ. Stay tuned, stay emotional, and sing every word. Peace.